tell me in like a couple of minutes your life story. Challenging.
I know. So, I am currently 24, I think. Yes, 24. That's the one. So, I was born in 1997 and, like, grew up, like, around East Belfast and, like, was doing different things around there. So, I went to Belmont Primary School and then went to Strandtown and then went to Sullivan and then went to Queen's, then went to Durham for a year and now I'm back here.
A man just loves education.
Yeah, so much so that I am now a teacher,
Yep.
believe it or not, somehow.
Yeah, no offence to you, I don't know how that happened.
Same. To be fair, like, all the way through school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Like, primary school, obviously, every guy's dream was like a footballer or like rugby player or something to do with that.
Oh, yeah.
But once I realised, actually, no, that's not going to happen. Like, especially in Sullivan, I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do after. So I just kind of did generic subjects like history and like politics and RE and stuff. And then I ended up in Queen's to do history and archaeology because I didn't get in to do my first choice subject. Go me. So
what's meant to be, you'll be.
Exactly. So just after I was sitting in about second year at Queen's, I was like, I actually need to think of something to do here. So
probably hungover.
Probably, yeah.
No.
If you were a student at Queen's, like whenever I was there, like Wednesday nights you knew where to go. Like that's what I'm saying. Before all like 16-year-olds started going, like whenever everybody was over age, let's just put it that way. But yeah, I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do, so then just had a little look around for like other things to do and picked up like PGCE courses. So I had interviews for Ulster, Durham and Liverpool Hope. So like the first one I went to was in Durham and I like loved it, so I was like, yeah, don't really care about anywhere else, just want to come here. And I ended up there for a year and then came back and now I'm trying to teach.
Trying,
yes.
Yeah. Confident.
Yeah.
I mean, by the sounds of it, it's going well.
Well, yeah, like this is my second year teaching and I'm starting in a new school on Monday until June, so got that going, which is nice.
Can we roll in it?
Hopefully, yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, that's pretty much a short snippet of my life. So, obviously, I know quite a bit about you, but the people listening probably don't. So, just like you did to me, give us like a snippet of your life.
Okay, so my full name is Matthew, if you haven't figured that out. I'm 22 years old. I live in South Belfast, which there's not a whole lot goes on, to be honest with you, but nice place to grow up. Went to Carrinshill Primary School, went to INST, or the Royal Belfast Academical Institution by its full name, you know.
Okay.
I have to throw that in there.
Of course.
Played rugby all the way through school. I actually started playing rugby when I was P5 in Carrinshill. A few friends, parents said to my mum and dad, oh, you should bring Matthew down to Cook Rugby Club, which is shared with Estonians down beside Shaw's Bridge, because a lot of the guys in my class went there. So I hopped down there one morning. Didn't have a clue what I was doing, to be honest with you, and after a few months started to get the hang of it. Then really started to enjoy it, actually. Enjoyed it more than I did with football. But at that point I'd never played for a football team. So grew up with those guys. They all went to Methody in the end. Every single person went to Methody.
Class.
At that Cook team, I went to Inst. Played rugby till I was P6. Then played football for Carryduff. Just to try it out, just to try something different. Played that, but then when I went to Inst, the whole thing was you needed to play rugby if you wanted to, not achieve, but if you wanted to make the most of it, and that's one of the reasons I went in. So started playing rugby, loved it, really started to develop because you learnt the game at Inst. Made so many friends. I played with Michael Lowry and James Hume, who many of you will know start for Ulster now. Two really great guys. I couldn't say enough about them. And when I got to fourth year, things started to get serious. Started the Medallion Shield. We had a great team. Won the Shield that year. Then next year, fifth year, I won the third and second 15 cup, I think it was. Can't remember. It's that long ago. Started to get on the first in lower sixth, then tore my meniscus in my right knee, so that set me out for a while. Team won the Schools Cup.
Of course.
Classic story. Was a bit crap, but it was good to see your friends, wasn't it? Couldn't be happier for them, to be honest with you. Then upper sixth was like, alright, let's give this a go. Third game of the season, some idiot from down high just put his shoulder into my leg when I was twisting to pass the ball. Tore my ACL.
Lovely.
Yep, and my meniscus again. So I actually played on that season having a torn ACL because I kind of wanted to make the most of my last year and playing rugby. Got surgery in the summer, missed another Skills Cup, but you know what, I have no regrets, to be honest with you. So then I went to Queen's, didn't have a clue what I wanted to do, so I chose geography because I think it was the only thing I was good at in school. So yeah, I did geography, really enjoyed it. Queen's, heap of fun. Probably should have worked a lot harder in first year. You could probably say the same.
I think the vast majority of people who go to uni will say I should have worked harder in first year.
Oh yeah. Did a lot of exciting stuff. Did field work. Went to Mallorca, did international field work with a Canadian university from Ottawa. Made a lot of good friends who still chat to some of them to this day. And then final year was hell, but we got there during a pandemic, but we got there. Graduated. Well, actually, I graduated with a piece of paper. I didn't actually get my graduation ceremony because of COVID. And then now I am currently looking for a job. I've got a few interviews coming up, which is good. But part-time work in Tesco, which, I mean,
gets money in though.
Gets money in. Got paid today actually, and fantastic.
Class. Love it.
But yeah, hoping to move on and start a career soon enough. I think I've rambled on there a bit, but
it's fine.